Tubeless is one of the greatest revolutions in mountain biking. Everyone says, "Oh, tubeless is so good, so much more traction, lighter, seals flats, etc., etc." And it is a good one. The problem is, it's not that easy to seal. It's probably the most technical part of putting a bike together. So what I did earlier was so with this pump, I tried to seal all these tires. All these tires and rims are new, have been moved over to these rims, so they're not seated. And some of them are tubeless, some of them are tubeless ready, and I tried to seat them with this floor pump. No chance, you know. I could have done some voodoo magic and tied them and push the tires out, but it's pretty hard. So I tried them with this, double the air volume. I had some success. I think I was successful with this combination, Schwalbe Racing Ralph and Robal, but the others, just misery. Let me try it right now. So it's not seated. Let me just pump away. Make sure it's out there. At least the air is getting into the tire. I haven't seated the tire completely. So there you go. It's seated. But the real way to do tubeless is with a compressor. So basically behind me, I'll show you later, I have two compressors. One is a 2-gallon compressor and one is a 50-gallon compressor. When I got the 2-gallon compressor, I was so happy. You know, no more of the misery of pumping and using CO2 valves and using 5 or 10 different techniques just to seal a tubeless. Now I had a 2-gallon shot of air. But it was only 2-gallon. You know, in some difficult situations, I just didn't have enough consistency of a boost of air to get it going. The other thing that was needed also, so I would let it charge up again, and it would overheat, you know, after 10 minutes of trying. Also, one of the key ingredients is a trigger. It's a trigger valve like this. This one is made by Prestaflator. So basically, if you just have a valve and you open a knob, you're not going to get the shot of air. What you need for tubeless is really a shot of air to push the sidewalls out and seal that tire. Once you're pumping, most of your air is just leaking off the sides because you don't have a good seal. So you need that shot of air to push the tire out. So that's what this does. Nice trigger. And it's got 50 gallons of 100 psi air to get the job done. This is the expensive wheel. I won't tell you how much, but it costs more than most bikes. So it's seating right now. So let me tell you, that looks easy. With a floor pump, it just would. So here I'm having a little bit of a problem. Even with my full shot of air, you can tap it. Getting close, but not quite there. So we have a trick for that. And that's called removing the valve core. So this core seals the air, but it does prevent the pressure from rushing in there all at once. So you can take it out. So my compressor started going. Hope you I won't bother you with how loud that thing is. But I just took out the valve core and I'll give it another shot. So So there you go. Snap, snap. Means I'm in. Take it out. So here's the tricky part. You have a seal, but you have to put the valve core back in. So you're breaking the seal, or you get to let the air out, and you have to just cover with your finger, not gonna hurt, and put the core back in, preserving that seal. You don't really have to do this, but imagine doing this with a floor pump. Basically, you're pumping for half an hour before you give up. And let me tell you, there's no other defeat more crushing than a tubeless fail. So there you go. Pop, pop, pop. Probably should use protective eyewear. So this is my $100 or $80 Campbell Hausfield 2-gallon compressor. And this one is I think $200-300, but you get it from Craigslist for $50 if you're patient. It's a Sears 50-gallon compressor. They make a heck of a lot of noise, but what you gonna do? You need them for tubeless.